Today, I'm unveiling a remarkably simple flow for turning hours of Zoom calls or recorded events into dozens of stacked TikToks and Reels without the usual clipping marathon. I used to absolutely dread this tedious part of content creation, but finding this smarter workflow now makes the entire process feel like I am totally cheating the system. You can apply this exact powerful process to all of your existing long-form content, and honestly, the automation makes it stupidly easy to manage. The very first step is simply uploading your long video file, be it a full webinar, a recorded meeting, or an entire conference session, into the processing system. Once uploaded, the artificial intelligence immediately begins parsing the entire recording, hunting for those undeniable gold moments hidden within the audio track. The AI specifically looks for punchlines, high-energy segments, key takeaways, audience reactions, or any truly memorable one-liner that drops unexpectedly. This selection isn't random. The auto-editing is tuned specifically for virality, prioritizing segments that tend to perform exceptionally well on short-form platforms. This right here is the massive time saver because you avoid scrubbing through an hour of footage just to find those precious 6 to 12 best clips manually. Following the analysis, you will immediately see a batch of auto-generated clips populate, looking like magic, ready for immediate posting across your channels. These clips are usually generated in the perfect vertical format for platforms like Reels and TikTok right out of the gate, saving you a major preliminary step. However, if you need to repurpose the content for other aspect ratios, you can quickly switch the framing in seconds without compromising the core message of the segment. Need a square version for an Instagram feed or a landscape snippet for a YouTube video? That flexibility is built right in, no problem at all. A crucial detail many creators overlook is the ideal length for these short formats, typically aiming for a punchy segment between 15 to 60 seconds depending on platform trends. The system gives you precise control to tweak the start and end points, allowing you to shape every single clip into its own tight, compelling, self-contained story. You can drag those handles visually or set exact timestamps down to the millisecond if you happen to be particularly detail-oriented about your cuts. The built-in subtitle editor is conveniently located nearby, letting you polish the captions or correct any transcription errors instantly right on the clip. It's also your chance to punch up the phrasing slightly to make sure the written words truly match your unique conversational voice and style. Having undeniably clean captions is absolutely non-negotiable because the majority of viewers consume content with the sound turned completely off these days. Therefore, readable subtitles that feature strong attention-grabbing hooks are truly everything when you are trying to stop the scroll. The export process itself is designed to be just as frictionless as the initial cutting phase, making for a smooth end-to-end experience. You can easily get an MP4 file complete with burned-in captions, or if you prefer more flexibility, you can pull a separate SRT file for external editing needs. From there, you can download and manually post to each platform, or embrace the next level of slickness with the system's built-in scheduling capabilities. Simply set your desired posting frequency, tell the AI precisely when you want content to go live, and it handles the entire scheduling queue automatically for you. This eliminates the constant headache of staring at a calendar, trying to figure out what to post on Monday versus what belongs on Thursday each week. The system manages the daily grind, so you are free to concentrate your valuable creative energy on producing the next piece of valuable long-form content. Now, you might have already experimented with other popular tools like Chopcast, Descript, or Kapwing, and while generally fine, they each have distinct operational limits. For instance, Chopcast offers nice auto-clipping, but often lacks the robust scheduling calendar and content management features that tie directly to your social accounts. Descript is amazing for deep transcript editing to get every single word perfectly right, but it isn't specifically tuned to automatically find viral moments from long streams. Kapwing serves well for quick, one-off edits, but it quickly becomes clunky and surprisingly costly when you need to scale content across multiple platforms consistently. While this particular system isn't a perfect fit for absolutely everyone, it truly stands out for creators who publish content at scale and need an integrated system to handle the heavy lifting. That heavy lifting includes the clip selection, the caption creation, and the final posting coordination, all managed seamlessly within one central dashboard. An often underrated feature is the centralized content calendar view that organizes everything cohesively, bringing order to your strategy. Imagine seeing all your clips in one dashboard, easily dragging one to a different publication day, and swapping out thumbnails before it goes live automatically. This keeps your entire workflow remarkably organized and grants you a true bird's-eye perspective on your social strategy at all times, which is invaluable. That centralized overview is absolutely huge if you are managing a small team or trying to maintain several different channels simultaneously without confusion. Everything important remains centralized: your raw footage, the generated clips, all captions, and every publishing preference you carefully set beforehand. Say goodbye to scattered folders, random cloud drives, or the awkward time-wasting question of, which one is the final version? Forever. I also really appreciate the simple, final editing tweaks you can make even after the automation has done its initial heavy lifting and analysis. If the AI selects a perfect moment but perhaps slices it right in the middle of a crucial thought, you can easily extend the clip a second or two. You can smooth out any abrupt cuts, adjust the overall pacing, or even add a brief intro overlay or a simple call to action graphic quickly. The key here is to keep the final feel casual. A strong one-sentence hook, followed by the highlight, and ending with a soft prompt like "follow for more" or "link in bio." These editing suites offer simple tools for text overlays, background blurring, and aspect ratio fixes so your clips still feel handcrafted despite the heavy automation. If you are concerned about losing authenticity, please don't be, because the goal is preserving the original context while optimizing for short-form viewing requirements. The clip selection logic respects context, but you should still give every final segment a quick human review to ensure nothing could possibly be misleading to a new viewer. Pricing structures are another area where this method shines compared to competitors who often charge per clip, making any large-scale output prohibitively expensive. The creator-friendly plans offer more features like full scheduling and calendar access, without penalizing you for every single piece of content you decide to export. Let me paint a quick picture. You upload a 90-minute webinar, and while your kettle boils, the AI identifies 12 viral clips, captions them, and formats them vertically. You then skim those clips, adjust 2 captions for ultimate clarity, resize 1 for landscape, and schedule them to roll out 3 times a week for a whole month, taking maybe 15 minutes total. Without this automation, that same content batching task would easily consume hours of manual cutting, tedious caption typing, exporting, and juggling different platform uploads. 3 final tips for even better clips. Always start recordings with a clear, short hook, use audible transition labels, and don't be too precious with your long footage. Bottom line, transforming long recordings into a constant stream of short-form content doesn't need to be a miserable grind anymore for any creator. This workflow automates the major pain points, finding highlights, captioning, and scheduling, while leaving you room to inject your unique personality right at the end. It is not a magic wand that completely replaces creators, but it is absolutely the key to scaling your weekly output without risking complete burnout. If you aim to push out consistent short-form content from every single event you host, this method will drastically cut down your content strategy chaos immediately. So, upload your video, let the system find the gems, tweak those captions, pick your ratios, and then simply let the scheduling take over completely. You will be absolutely shocked by how many short clips you can realistically squeeze out of just one long interview or webinar recording with this system. Try this next time you have a long recording, because the return on investment in saved time is genuinely what convinced me to stick with it long term. Happy clipping, and enjoy getting hours and hours of your valuable creative life back starting today.